welcome back to my flippin' van life. We are in Pasadena Antique Center today, and they have a center and an annex. We went to both, so the footage is of both, and I gotta say right off the bat, this has been one of my favorite antique malls I've ever been to. Look at that beautiful Murano. And the reason I say that is because there's a huge variety of quality items. And like, look at this vase. It's absolutely stunning. That is a Robert Held, and that completely threw me off. It was like almost $200, but it was so pretty. But what I was saying is that the vendors here are extremely knowledgeable. They know what they have. So yes, that makes it a little harder for resale, buying for resale, but it is so worth it because you can go in, you can learn about things you've never seen before, you can get some price ideas, and it was just an amazing trip. Look at these paperweights. They're so good, and there's a little marble there. Ugh, I loved them. And then they had some jewelry, lots of jewelry actually in the annex. They had Christmas tree brooches, beautiful bracelets. I did end up buying a couple of brooches from the annex while I was in there. Look at that beautiful Bakelite up there. Ugh, it's just so good. And here there was a paperweight, and it was an artist I'd never heard of before, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it was real pretty. It reminded me of Eichel. And then that is an Abelman, Stuart Abelman, one of my favorite glass artists, but they had around $200 on that vase. It's worth every penny. It is gorgeous. And here I love the spaniels. Look how good they are. They're so cute too. And then up here they had some salt and pepper shakers, just quality items. Look at these martini glasses with the twists in them. Oh, so good. That elephant, that Murano elephant, impeccable. And then they had a mushroom, and then down here they had a little bit more paperweights, and then over here they had, I think this was a Potosi, and it was in in a planter, because why not put a really nice lamp in a planter. These critters, I have no idea what's going on, but I thought they were so super cute. I thought they were adorable. And then they had a Jonathan Adler over there, that vase with the stripes on it. More, look at the sparkle on these. The sparkle is so good on these brooches. Oh, they're so good. More Christmas trees. They had some flowers, a couple of bracelets in here. And then this is a Fratelli Toso Burmese looking basket, and it has this nice raspberry color, like a darker pink. Over here, oh, this pottery set was amazing, but even just the small one I think was like $78. So unfortunately I couldn't get them for resale, but I do love seeing them clustered together like that. And then in here we had a little bit of Christmas. There was some bulbs on that silver tree. And down here, I love the furniture. There was like furniture. Oh, speaking of furniture, furniture throughout the regular part of the antique mall was just stunning. Look at that table. It matches with that print behind it so well. And then I found this paperweight, and I thought it was a New England paperweight, but once I got it out, I don't think it was. It's one of those fruits on baskets. And then in here, there was a beautiful iridescent bowl, and just stuff I've never seen before. So much stuff I have never, ever seen before. So I got to learn a lot while I was there. It's just amazing. Look at that swan. Oh, and there was a Blanco ashtray. I think it was right at 100. That enamel guitar on copper there was also pretty good. And then in here, we had some more dishware and vases, and this little blue coin dot one caught my attention. I believe it is Victorian, but they had like 38 on it, which is a really good price for a collector. I've never seen this shape before, so it kind of threw me off a little, but it was beautiful. Here I am looking at it. I'm like, ugh, darn it. Oh, I really liked it. And then they had some marbles in this bowl, and then it occurred to me there was a beetle right next to my finger in the paperweight. And then I found this Murano perfume bottle. I think it was like right around 70, which is not that bad. It's a beautiful piece. And then I found another Murano perfume bottle off to the left here, and it was gorgeous with this like opalescence to it, but it didn't have a stopper, unfortunately, and it was like right at 60 something dollars. So, ugh, it was beautiful though. If you have a spare stopper, go get that perfume bottle, please. All right, let's check out over here. I found another paperweight, and all those pink tags is one vendor. He has like multiple spaces in this one antique mall. So we're not in the same booth. We keep going to different booths. And then I found this vase, and I'm like, I have that vase. It is a Costa Boda, and I was seeing what they had on their price because I have the same exact one. I'm checking the etching on the bottom, and it is. And I think they have like 70 on it because it was a special artist that made that particular one for Costa Boda. And then over here, I'm looking in the hutch, seeing if there's anything beautiful that I need to take home with me. And I did end up getting a couple of paperweights from the antique mall. I think I showed it, but yes, I did find some stuff I could take home with me. Oh, it was the Stuart Abelman back here. I'm like, oh, look at that perfume bottle. It's so good. I had to take it out, and then it's like, oh, the stopper is broken. The tip was broken off the stopper, and it had no price tag on it. So I have no idea how much it would have been. But with the broken stopper, I'm like, eh. And then there was a Van Briggle flower frog down here. At first I thought it was a beetle, but it was not. But nice Van Briggle candlesticks too. And oh, this was the Viking ashtray orb in the green, and I was just checking to see what the price is, and it was like right around 50. I love finding these because sometimes people don't realize what they have and they mark them for like $8. So that's what I'm looking for. And then this really like confused me. I've never seen Christmas lights that also have mercury glass balls on it. So I was like, what is happening here? That is different. So that was fun to see. I like finding stuff I've never seen before. Beautiful flamingo with his wings flapping. Again, the kangaroo caddy. And looking through, this was like packed full of good stuff. Some pottery in there that was really nice. And then over here, oh, look at that Ouija board. I just now noticed that. They had some old pictures. The mola is what caught my attention. Look at these molas down here. The cat and the owl are so good. So good. And then over here, they had a little bit, some like artifacts, some Native American items, and some pictures. Down here, they had some pottery, and look at all these snuff bottles. They look really cool all together like that. So if you get a collection together and just cluster it, I thought that looked really cool. And then there was a $5 jewelry booth. So of course, I'm going to take my time and kind of look through here. Now that green one I thought was good, but it was actually very plastic and cheesy, so I did not get it. But this is a Weiss, and I did end up buying this one. It needs a repair, but I did buy it. I already sold it last night on Knickknacks, but I couldn't say no to it. It has the pin, but it's missing the little hook part, but it's Weiss and it's beautiful. Yeah, that's me checking that out because it caught my attention, but it was plastic, so I'm like, no. It looks real nice though, doesn't it? I'm like, no, why are you plastic? You should be stone. Anyway, and then down here they had some earrings. I'm just checking out really close because at $5, that's a really good deal actually. There's some nice stuff in here. Not all vintage, some of it is contemporary. And then they had an entire, oh, that was a really cute lake, but it looked like a snowflake. It reminded me of a snowflake. And it was not marked or anything, but I did check it out. That whole box down there is Christmas. So I was like, oh, let's look at this real quick, see if there's any Christmas trees. I don't think there was any like outstanding Christmas trees. They had a couple, but nothing that like was like big and blingy and colorful rhinestones, just boring trees. And then some bangles I looked over. And yeah, not Bakelite. I didn't think it was, but I just wanted to double check. Nope. All right, let's put it back. And then some more down here. That was a pretty brooch. I like that one. But what a fun idea, though. Put a ton of jewelry into a booth and be like, oh, $5. Here you go. Have at it. And down here, they had some pins, more brooches, and lots of necklaces. I didn't really look at the necklaces that close though. All right, over here I found this beautiful vase. It was like a gold and purple two-tone, and I believe that is also Costa Boda, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was real pretty. And then this iridescent green vase I thought was Lotus acrylic, possibly, and it is just so, I love the shape of it. I love the iridescence. It was gorgeous. A little bit of pottery down here. This is that Hungarian Zolnay. And then I found this paperweight in the conch shell shape, and I thought that was real pretty with the red coming up through it. I love that purple glassware back there. I don't know if it was Alexandrite. And then this was a leather stool. This was like acrylic cookie. And these are all very, I don't know how to put it. Like, it was just a weird booth of objects. And these acrylic squares were amazing. I forget the artist's name. It was on the paper, and I just thought, wow, those are really cool. And they were really pricey, so be on the lookout for those if you're out in the wild. And it was just a fun booth to go through because it was just like regular, everyday objects, but better. I don't know how else to put it. Oh, look at this orb here. Oh, no. It is a bouncy ball. That threw me off completely. It is a rubber bouncy ball. And I think they wanted like 80 something for it. I'm like, that is amazing. And then they had some real fun pottery, lots of good pottery throughout here. Look at the flowers on here. It was $30, but at like 26 and 30% off, I don't think I could justify that, even though I love the flowers and I do have regrets about that one. I do love it. I should have got it for myself and justified it that way. And we're still looking. Beautiful artwork up there. Some furniture. A little bit of books back there. Some pottery plates that were beautiful. Pottery mug down there. And then look at these Murano birds. They are so good. That blue one is stunning. Mixed in with jewelry, of course. Look at that goober head. This is just a bird head just hanging out. And then over here they had some purses and more jewelry, real pretty. Oh, I love that butterfly brooch. That was a good one. Dragonfly, I should say. And then up here, look at this set of Murano glasses with the dolphins and the handles. They're so good. Like, they're so good. I think the whole set, because there was a martini set and a margarita set, and they were like $500 each. And then over there's a beautiful vase too with all those colors. And then I found a couple paperweights here, definitely a Murano one. And then this was a Schmidt and Rhea, maybe? I'm just guessing. I didn't see the mark on the bottom. And then there was a glass mushroom here, but none of them had prices on it. And kind of find out the vendor was there and she was pricing. So she gave me some prices. So from like 25 to 45 on each of those. And then, oh, I had to come over here. This just, not only that lamp was stunning and beautiful, but this Roland Karg sculpture took my breath away. I can't even get a good shot of it. That lamp's in the way. Look at the dichroicness going down through there. It was stunning and large. It is the largest Roland Karg I've ever seen. I might go back to that. All right, I found this perfume bottle. I didn't see a signature on it, but I thought it was super pretty with that purple iridescence in there. And then, of course, I had to come and check out, oh, this, all right, not the tin. Under here, I thought for a split second that might be Fire and Light, but it didn't have the right texture, so it was not. And then I found this Murano glass cat. It was right around 100 and something. So I'm like, oh, you're so good. I think it was like 165. And I loved it, but oh, look at that spaghetti cat too. So good. So good. And then in here they had some crazy glass vases, and the largest cluster of lucite grapes I've ever seen. Look at that. And they're purple. They were amazing. All right, let's go over here. And these are DeSimone Italian pottery little candlestick holders. They were 65 each, but I don't see DeSimone a lot, so I wanted to share that with you. That little weed pot there in the blue, and then some sculptures. I have no idea what's going on over here. And then we're back where we started. All right. So that was a little short. So we also went to the Carousel Antique Mall, and then not too far from there is another antique mall. So the footage on these two antique malls kind of got blended together, so I didn't think you would mind. But one of them was more like furniture and had a lot of modern stuff in it, which is what we're looking at right now. But they had some good antiques as well. So I did save the footage to show you guys the good stuff that I found. Like that Viking is fantastic. Little handkerchief style vase there. And these are little birds you put popcorn in, and then the popcorn, I had it before, and the popcorn you could feed yourself your own popcorn. Kids love it. And then this was a little mushroom canister, and I thought that was fantastic. I love the clear glass. You could put something really fun in there. Or a lifetime supply of Q-tips. I think every canister is meant for Q-tips and goes in your bathroom. Look at this glass over here. These are stunning. Some Empoli over here, some Viking, some Ellie Smith. Really good selection of glass. I love that Viking one. And that huge brandy snifter Empoli. So good. And then that lamp caught my attention, of course. I thought it might be a Potosi, but I don't think it is. And some pottery. Look at this weed pot. That was fun. I think it's a Raku one too. And then over here was a tiny little pottery, but the weight was off. It was very heavy. Like, it was not well weighted. And yep, more glass up there. Just a really cool booth. I like this one, even though most of this mall was modern. This one booth had it going on. And more glass. All right, look at this owl vase. I can't remember if that's rainbow or Viking, but I love it. I love it. And then they had more glass over here in the corner. A little bit of Christmas. Everybody had Christmas sales going on, like Christmas half off. That yellow is so bright. I don't know who makes it. It almost reminds me of a Dugan now that I'm looking at it, but I can't say for sure, and I don't think it was on the tag, but it was a neon yellow. And over here they had some jewelry. A lot of it was modern though, not a whole lot of antique jewelry, vintage jewelry. That little bird was adorable in the green. But what I was waiting for was some kid to move so I could come over to this jewelry selection over here. She was looking at something in the corner, and I didn't want to get too close to her. And over here, look at these little elf head ornaments. Like, how cute are those? Some mercury glass beads. Oh, so good. And these flower brooches was what I wanted to look at. These enamel flower brooches. They were real pretty, but I think they were priced right around $18 each. And then this bust, or a mannequin, I guess, had some really good jewelry on it. There was these cats. I think they were only $8, so I got those. This little poodle was adorable. And the Christmas tree, this purple cabochon caught my attention. I thought that was neat. I'm trying to figure out if it's stone or not. And then that has a huge amber. And I thought, wow, I found a $8 brooch. I think they were all going to be pretty reasonable, but that wasn't the case. There was some on here that were like 18, so I had to be careful with which ones I picked up. This was a real pretty flower rhinestone brooch as well, the double flowers. And some faux pearls. Now, I gotta say, this mall was absolutely packed. Absolutely packed. There was a bow. I could not read who made that for the life of me. That it was like super tiny. It was packed to the gills, and then I ended up putting the brooch back because the line was like out the door because Santa was there, and everybody came to see Santa and was shopping. Look at the Natrashka dolls. Look at the owls in there. So good. Little frog in there. Some carnival glass. Look at the Viking owl fairy lamp. So good. I could barely record in here. That was so busy. It was just like people everywhere. And then of course I had the dogs with me. Ugh. So that made it even harder because the stroller is so large and trying to get by people is like impossible. All right. Oh, there they are. And here I got an Italian soda because they have a candy shop inside of this antique mall. All right, this booth was having a sale, so I thought it would be worth coming over. There's a polar bear and a bird up there. And then in here, I found a ton of brooches and jewelry. I love how it's all bagged like that, but the prices were right at retail, so unfortunately I could not get any as pretty as they were. And then this fish, just an art glass fish, and they had a ton of fish. There was fish everywhere. fish in the box, 2 fish on the outside. And this is a Murano glass basket, but it has a handle, so I don't know why I even looked at it. All right, let's go over here. I just love, love, love this white Christmas tree with the pop of pink and green decor on it. Like, I just want to show you guys that because I love the color combination. So there was more Christmas down here, some wreaths, some garland, and over here, a lot of toys. And I'm like, oh, well, there's some vintage toys in there. I'm just walking through the aisles, giving you an idea of what I'm working with here. So a lot of it is modern, but that's okay. And then I found more brooches. Oh, we're back at the same mannequin. I think this is when I put the other one back, but I was like, oh, I didn't check out this side. But I'm like, I don't know why I'm looking at it, because I'm not gonna get it because the line is out the door. I don't know why that bothers me. I hate standing in a long line to check out. If people are trying to give you money, it shouldn't take so long. I try to be patient, I really do, but I couldn't justify standing in line for one brooch. All right, and then I found these pink, this like very watermelon-y bangle and polka dots. I think they were modern though. I don't think they were the vintage ones. And those were the magazine Santa and Mrs. Oh, look at the colors on this vase. Definitely, I don't know, definitely beautiful. It was like purpley blue. Jack in the Pulpit with some color swirls. And then this vase caught my attention. It almost looks like it had like Christmas wreaths around it. No maker or stamp or signature that I could see. That was definitely modern. That threw me off. I didn't expect that. And then, of course, they had some birds, more pottery. That was a real pretty one back there. There's some Mexican folk art in here too, including this mug and then modern butter holder. So modern mixed with vintage in that particular booth. Down here, I loved this Viking Epic 6-petal blue neck swung vase, and I think they had like 79 on it. And then they had a Fenton bird in there, and then a whole nativity set, and then some jewelry over here, watches. That paperweight caught my attention, but there was no way I was going to find anyone to help me and open that case to get a price on it. All right, let's keep going. Oh, we're back over into the modern antique mall. I think their specialty, though, is furniture, so I'll give them that. So the rest is just kind of like accents, but they had some great furniture, no doubt. And then I found this cute, I think it's what is that? I don't even remember what it was. Was it an elephant? Was it a lion? Was it an owl? Oh, it was an elephant. Okay. My hand's covering the whole thing. We can't even see it. All right. And some blue glassware down there. That drip glaze vase was really cool too. And then another glass piece. And then I found a double jellyfish paperweight. I could not pick it up. It was so heavy. And I'm sure that glows, but I didn't have my black light. It was like $38, which I didn't think was bad. I mean, if it was a Stava, I would have picked it up, but it was not. It was just a import. Look at the stairs. How fun are these checkers and stripes. And then they had all these Christopher Radcos, and they were 40% off, I believe. And if I had the time, I probably would have priced out some of these, because some of them go for really good money, but I just didn't have the time. Look at that chalet, the large candy dish in there by Viking. And then they had some Fenton in here that was really good. Some Roseville. I just love looking in these cases. Like, everybody had such an eclectic blend of items. Another piece of Fenton with a cabbage rose. And then the whole set of the Ellie Smith Moon and Star canisters. I love seeing the whole sets together. And the blue especially. Oh, that was so pretty. And they had a tumble up, cute little piggy there. Remember when these Target birds were like super hot like 3 years ago and everybody was trying to get them? I'm like, yeah, they're cute, they're sweet. I'm trying to make sure. I'm like, yes, it is the Target bird. They put it on the tag. But how cute was that? I got my hands on a couple and I used them as giveaways. And then down here, I think I saw some Fenton. Beautiful glass in here. A lot of dishware, some Fenton shoes, some candy dishes, some postcards, and more cranberry glass, some marigold, perfume bottles. Real pretty. And then in there was jewelry on the bottom, some stuffed animals, and stickers, because why not? Some crucifix, some stones, crystals, purses. That was a weird blend. Look at those Fenton shoes, some nice jadeite looking ones. And then, oh, they had a boot up here. Oh, this cat caught my attention. I'm like, oh, it's a hobbyist piece, but look at how fun that is with all the different color variation. And then, oh, the hand warmer mugs. Oh, the Nair hand warmer mugs are like my favorite. Look, you put your hand in like that, and they keep your hand nice and warm when it's cold. All right, here's some bonus footage of the pups cuddling. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.